fact, we've come fully loaded, fully armed, like Edward Kenway actually. We've got a whole bunch of hands-on demos. We are showing on the consumer floor, on the consumer booth, a fort demo. We feel that that's a great example of the pirate attitude and pirate gameplay of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You start off on a ship, you attack a fort, you go in and you take it. So that's the demo on the consumer floor. In the business area here, we're showing an open world demo. The world is essentially done now. We're really just in the fine-tuning and polishing phase of production. So we can just drop you into the map in a cool area where there's lots of things to do. There's a village to explore, there's ships obviously to attack, board and capture, whales and sharks to attack, underwater shipwrecks to explore, any number of things. And we just give the controller over to the player and just say, go out and have some fun. Well, I guess the story goes back to early 2011, I guess, when, you know, we're looking at what we were going to do for Assassin's Creed this year. We knew from the early prototypes from Assassin's Creed 3 that the naval experience was going to be strong. The gameplay was fantastic, completely unique, of course. So you combine the fact that we're looking for a new era, we've got fantastic ship gameplay. Fans have been asking for pirates for a long time anyway. So all of these things together meant that an open world pirate game with that sense of adventure, freedom and exploration was a no-brainer nearly. Far Cry are in the studio with us. We know those guys, and in fact many of the team, when they ramped down, they came over and joined Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So definitely there is a Far Cry influence. You know, we have the crafting in there, we have that open world sense of exploration, the wildlife, you know, and the attitude really, slightly irreverent, you know, kind of pirate style attitude. You know, there's essentially pirates in Far Cry as well. So yeah, definitely with a few of the guys came down, and you know, you can see their influence in the game for sure. So the first thing they do when they get the controller in their hand is they attack a ship. We've got the ship fully loaded up. You know, obviously during the game you're going to start off with a fairly weak Jackdaw, and you'll learn how to upgrade it and all the weapons, etc. But we've got it fully armed in there. So, you know, people who want to try out all the weapons, the front firing chain shot, the mines or fire barrels that you can drop out the back, the mortar, the heavy shot, we've got it all ready to play. So you can make pretty short work of some of the ships in the world in this demo, which is kind of fun. And then it's a case of just going and boarding and realizing that you can approach the ship from any angle, board any way you like, no cutscenes, no loading. You're just, you know, straight into the action. And that's the first thing that people do. After they've done that, then it's a case, then it changes. People sometimes want to hunt an animal, they want to go underwater, they just want to start exploring islands, find hidden treasure. That's where the demo tends to deviate. What we've done is make it possible for you to let go of the wheel of the ship at any time you want, unless you're right in the middle of a battle, of course. So, you know, you have to finish off any naval fight that you're in. But as soon as that's done, you could actually let go of the wheel in the middle of the ocean and swim for 15 minutes to get to the nearest island if you wanted to. Don't advise that, not a lot of fun. But you can essentially just pull the ship up near to an island and go off and swim. There are docks as well if you want to park your ship properly, and then you don't have to swim because you can just jump onto the wooden platform and go off. What we've also done to make life very easy for you to get back on your ship, because you know these islands are large. You know, even though there's no loading, we can still create a pretty big island for you to go and explore. And the way the game is tuned is that you find a treasure map or find a mission, and you can go off deeper and deeper into the island. So we don't necessarily want to make it so realistic that you have to retrace your steps to find your ship. No, we have little rowing boats dotted around on the coast. So if you find a rowing boat, you can just go up to that, press the button, and it will instantly teleport you back to your ship. In terms of quick travel, we do have that in the game. One of the benefits of doing the viewpoints that we're so famous for, obviously the synchronization points, the high points, one of the benefits when you climb a big cliff or a building or tree or whatever, is that you then unlock that location as a fast travel point. So, you know, there's an added incentive this time now to do the synchronization. Not only does it defog the map, you can actually go there at a later date, because there's so much to find on all of these locations, lots of little treasures and animus fragments and all kinds of little things. You might not be able to do it all on your first run through, but for the completionists who want to go back and get everything, they can just fast travel around the world and get around that way. benefit of being a pirate, engaging the enemy, plundering it, is essentially feeding into a very, very simple but rewarding gameplay loop. So certain areas of the map are blocked off by natural obstacles, well maybe not natural, but forts, for example, huge forts, heavily armed forts, will prevent you from accessing a certain island. And there's huge man-of-war ships and galleons patrolling certain regions of the map as well. So if you try and go in there and you're at the start of the game, because essentially from the start of the game the map is open to you, but your ship, the Jackdaw, is not fully armed, you try and take on one of those big ships or one of those forts, you'll just get blown out of the water. But so you soon learn that, hey, there must be something very important on this island or in this particular region. I'm going to go rob some ships, sell the cargo, upgrade my Jackdaw, and then that in turn gives you more areas to explore, more things to find to upgrade your ship further. This is the gameplay loop. This is the essential pirate gameplay loop that is the essence of the game. There's any number of things that you can find, either buried, as a reward for certain missions. In fact, ULC, depending on where you buy the game, you'll get some extra equipment, both for Edward and for the Jackdaw. In fact, even the main story, without revealing too much, is based around trying to find basically the ultimate treasure. And it's linked to the Assassins and Templar story. And this is how Edward gets involved and caught up in this sort of ancient war between these two factions. Because first and foremost, he's a pirate. He really is out for himself, out for infamy, wealth, and really gets caught up in that fight almost by accident.
Well, hello, Your Excellency. I'd got word you might be here.
I know your face, pirate, but your name was borrowed the last time we spoke.
Ah, yes, I recall. I missed that one. So, what's a Templar Grand Master doing so far from his Castillo?
I'd rather not say.
And I'd rather not cut your lips off and feed him to you.